This gendered innovation comes from computer science and more specifically, machine translation. As we all know, machine translation is important in a global world. I start with a story. A couple of years ago, I was in Madrid and was interviewed by some Spanish newspapers. When I returned home, I ran the articles through Google Translate and was shocked that I was referred to repeatedly as he. Londa Schiebinger, he says, he wrote, occasionally it thought. Let's go to the case study. We are going to engineering and machine translation. Full case study. Google Translate and its European equivalent, Sistran, have a male default. How can such a cool company as Google make such a fundamental error? Here's where gender analysis comes in. Google Translate defaults to the masculine pronoun because he said is more commonly found on the web than she said. And here's the interesting part. We know from Ngram, another Google product, that the ratio of the masculine to the feminine pronoun has fallen dramatically from a peak of 4.1 in the 1960s to 2-to-1 in the 2000s. This exactly parallels the women's movement and robust government funding to increase the number of women in science and engineering. With one algorithm, Google wiped out 40 years of revolution in language, and they didn't mean to. This is unconscious gender bias. The fix? The Gendered Innovations Project held a workshop where we invited 2 natural language processing experts, one from Stanford and one from Google. They listened for about 20 minutes, they got it, and they said, we can fix that. It turns out that fixing this simply annoying problem can lead to innovations in translation overall. Fixing is great, but constantly retrofitting for women is not the best road forward. A deeper fix will be to integrate gender analysis into the engineering curriculum. I had to ask myself, how is it the Google engineers, many of whom are educated at Stanford, make such a simple mistake? We at Stanford want to provide the best graduates possible for Silicon Valley companies. And to do that, we need to integrate an understanding of gender into basic engineering courses.